recording.
Yeah. So, we're back now. The Demiurge. I'll be reading from a book called The Secret Teaching of All Ages by Manly P. Hall. So I just want to explain more on the symbol of the sun we see out there, which means the universe, the creator. Now I want to really explain more. We have to know who this creator is. Okay? Who is this creator that we see out here as the sun and at night as the moon and the nature we see all around us? These are symbols of the creator of this universe. So, in this book, it says the lion faced light power. The Demiurge. I'm gonna display it. So I read. The Gnostics were divided in their opinions concerning the Demiurge, or creator of the lower worlds. Remember when I said this earth, this universe, this plane of existence is the lowest of the lowest plane of existence that is existing. So it says the Demiurge or creator of the lower worlds. The Gnosis were divided in their opinion concerning the Demiurge or creator of the lower worlds. He established the terrestrial universe with the aid of 7 suns or emanations, possibly the planetary angels, which he formed out of and yet within himself. As stated before, the Demiurge was individualized as the lowest creation out of the substance called pleroma, which is the black substance, which is what we are, the black dot. One group of the Gnostics was of the opinion that the Demiurge was the cause of all mysteries and was an evil creature who, by building this lower world, had separated the souls of men from the truth by encasing them in mortal vehicles. You see? I hope you're listening, and I want you to also get this book and read it on your own and study and do this research on your own. These are things we have to be aware of. We cannot just overlook things like this, because this is something very important to us right now. We have to know about all these symbols and all these signs, all these things we are seeing, so that we can navigate this world, this realm, and prepare our mind from now and know what we are in, so that we can know our way out when we die. So you can see that the sun, that is the symbol of creation and creator and the universe, the creator of this universe now, the Demiurge. Another name in Egypt is Ra, and in Greece is Zeus, in the Yoruba Ogun, Chenobis, and different names like this, but still the same person, still the same entity, still the same deity, but different names. But you can see with the symbol when you get the book, when you read the book, you see that the symbol of this deity is the sun, moon, star, serpents, two serpents leg and a lion head. That is the symbol for the creator of this universe, and which is in all tribe, all mythology, and all tradition around the world. So this is something important. We cannot just overlook things like this. This is why this channel is here. This is why this station and all other greats have come. All other great teachers, this is why they were here, to uncover this hidden knowledge and bring it to light, so that we can be aware, we as people that have soul can be aware of this battle, this spiritual battle, or this jail, this prison called humanity, and be conscious about it. So it says, as stated before, the demiurge was individualized as the lowest creation out of the substance called pleroma. One of the group of the Gnostics was of the opinion that the demiurge was the cause of all mysteries and was an evil creature who, by building this lower world, had separated the souls of men from truth by encasing them in mortal vehicles. I used to say the human body is the prison, the jail. The human body is hell. And that is why all this knowledge is for you to transcend this humanity, because this humanity is hell. It's something we must transcend. It's something we must understand. It's something we must know, and know that this is not what we want to continue, because we have been in this circle for millions and millions and millions of years. There's a lot of archaeological proofs you can find on YouTube of destroyed civilization and how the earth is billions of and millions of years old. And there's a book called They Lived Before Adam by Catherine Achulonu Olumba. This book, she proved that they found human bones in Chad dated over 2 to 7 million years. So you will see that we have been in this humanity circle for millions of years, and the fact that we are going through this hell for all this while is because we have been ignorant of the little things, the very, very little things. We don't really try to seek unknown knowledge, seek hidden knowledge concerning the things we see every day. That is why, without really doing deeper information about this creator of this universe, as you can see in this book, this occult book, it says that this creator caused all the misery, and they see an evil, and it seemed like they see this creator as an evil creature. By building this lower world, had separated the souls of men from their true self and encasing them in this mortal vehicle, which is the body, which is this humanity. So now, the other section of the Gnostic viewed the demiurge as being divinely inspired and merely fulfilling the dictates of the invisible Lord. Some Gnostics were of the opinion that the Jewish God Jehovah was the demiurge. So you can see now, for the people that are still into worshiping, you can see what you are worshiping. You can see that the demiurge is Jehovah, and it's Jehovah that you worship. And you just see that this is just a sign and just a symbol that you are also a God. So you cannot have that inner sun in you and worship the physical sun you see, because you are also a God. You have that sun, and the sun you have in you, your soul, is a primordial substance, a primordial entity, primordial being that transcend this humanity, that predate this humanity and its creator. So we really need to wake up in these last days. We really need to know what we are doing. We really need to stop worshiping anything outside of ourselves in these last days. We need to understand that we are not our human body. And for the fact that we are not our human body, that means we are our soul. And our soul is the most powerful, most highest, in fact, most powerful and highest being you can ever think of, that was not created, that supersedes creation. So this is what we are, and this is what we have come down to learn in this creation called earth. The fact that we were not created is why we have to come down and learn what it feels like to be created, what it feels like to live in a created place, in creation. Because now you can see that this demiurge and this world is the lowest world. So coming from the highest realm to the lowest realm is polarity. It makes sense if you try and be awakened now, if you try and seek knowledge of your higher self. You just have to, this is what you have to do, because the human race and the humanity and this earth is already over. It's over already. If you get the book, for you to know it's over, you can get the book Angels, Demon and God of the New Millennium by Lon Milo Duquette. I'm going to attach the name of the book in the video, but here is the book. You can get this book, or you can DM me, contact me. I'll send the PDF to your email or wherever. But yeah, this book is talking about the new aeon that we are in right now, the aeon of Horus. So we know from this book that, and from the book the Dogon wrote also, Pale Fox, about this book also, about the Dogon tribe, also celebrating this new aeon that we are in, which is the aeon of Horus. And in this aeon, we must transcend humanity. We must transcend humanity. After the aeon of Isis, Osiris, now is the aeon of Horus. We've gone through the aeon of the mother, the father, and now is the aeon of the future, which is Horus, or the son, or the child, which is just a symbol of the soul that needs to transcend this humanity. Because you have to understand that the soul does not have gender. The soul is neither male or female. It's during this creation that the soul had to come down here and master what it is to be a male and female, and master polarity, master duality, master this solar, master this 3D, master this animal form. So the soul has to go through all this, because it has never been done in the realm of light, in the highest realm. Something that has never been done had to happen, which is the soul coming down to this lowest of the lowest realm. So you have to understand that for you to be raptured, like the Bible said, for you to be raptured, you have to understand, you have to study, you have to understand, you have to study occult knowledge about your higher self, about your soul, about you, about this humanity, about the creator of year. You have to raise yourself from the root chakra to the crown chakra. You have to raise your soul. You have to raise yourself in this 3D, because this is the test you took on yourself. You made the agreement to come down here and master the lowest of the lowest form of existence. Because you have to understand there is a lot of plane of existence, there is a lot of realm of existence out there, higher realm. So you coming down in this human body, in this jail that is the human body that the demiurge used to bind the souls of men, in this mortal vehicle, for you to transcend this mortal vehicle and escape this demiurge jail, escape this 3D creation, this humanity that you see with your two eyes, you must raise yourself. You must raise yourself. You must be aware. You must stop being ignorant of the things you see every day. You must be aware. You must look inward. You must translate everything you see out there inwardly. You cannot worship anything outside of yourself. You have to stop worshiping anything outside of yourself. Because in this aeon, we must become God. We must know we are God. We must know who we are. We must know we come from this higher realm. We must know we come from the higher realm, the quantum realm of the dwarfs. We must know we come from the original universe, Cyrus B. So we cannot, Cyrus A, or is it Cyrus B? We cannot continue desiring the things of this world, the material things, the human life. We cannot continue desiring all these things, because if we continue to desire all these things, when we grow old and die, we are not going to take all these material things with us, and it's not going to help us, because the only thing we are going to attain when we die is the experience and the knowledge that we get during our human life. The experience and the knowledge we got during our human life is the only thing we will retain when we die, when we leave this human body, when we escape this vehicle, this mortal vehicle. And if humanity is the only thing you were able to know or acquire, then you cannot move on, because you don't even know when you die. You are not aware of the plane of existence you are in. You don't know where you are. That's knowledge of there's no president, there's no ruler, there's nothing. You can't see your people again. You are in the world that you always go to when you sleep, when you dream, the astral plane, where the rulers of this physical world are in. That is where they are. This demiurge now, this Zeus, this Ra, this creator of this lower plane, resides in the astral plane. So you must raise yourself now to be aware, not when you die. Because when you die, the only thing that will be in your mind that time is for you to come back and continue that humanity, because that's the only thing you know. That's what you know. You want to come back and be a good doctor this time. You want to come back and be a good nurse this time. You want to come back and be a good mother, a good father. These are the things you will wish to come back and do. You want to come back and continue your career, your wife, your loved ones, your husband, your children. All these things are humanity. It doesn't matter. This realm is an illusion realm. Everything you are doing does not. It means nothing if you are not studying or learning about your higher self and the reason why you are in this jail in the first place. Because I just read for you where in this book it says the creator of this place is evil and he bind man, the souls of men, in the mortal vehicle. So it's trying to say that this human body is hell, and dying and not reincarnating back here is the rapture. Because when you die without knowledge of a higher self, you are going to want to come back to this hell. You're going to come back to this place. You're going to reincarnate back here because you don't have the knowledge to move on. And the other higher realm in existence, the other higher spiritual planes, it's like attract like. So if you don't have the knowledge you're supposed to have, you cannot know about this realm, so you cannot even go there in the first place to begin with. So you are going to remain on that astral plane, which is still a part of Earth, where that recycling can take place for you, where you can get a new body, where nature, the demiurge, Zeus, and all these names, Ra, where he resides, Ogun, all these names, Olodumare, these are names, Jehovah, these are names of the demiurge, nature, these are names of the demiurge, the creator of this plane of existence. So if you don't understand, if you don't study now and understand all these symbols left by our ancient ancestors, which is still us, because they are living inside of us and we are them, they are us. If you don't listen, if you don't decode all these symbols inwardly and raise yourself, raise your soul from the root chakra to the crown, raise your kundalini, raise yourself and be aware of all these things. Read more books, prepare your mind, use your magic, use your subconscious mind to create a good reality for yourself in this 3D. If you don't do all these things, if you don't learn how to do all these things right now, you will never move on, you will never transcend, you will never rapture, you will never go to the higher planes of existence. You will never even get to the extent or to the level of creating your own universe, because you don't know that you are a universe and a god on your own. You are not accepting that right now. You are not preparing. You don't know all these things. To the ignorance of all these things, what all this demiurge and all this entity, all these gods that don't want you to rise, they feed off your ignorance. So we must stop worshipping. And I'm going to bring out more books. There's a book. I don't want to go drift out from the teaching, which is on symbols. So we have to raise ourselves. There's a book called Astro Travel by Galvin and Jovan Frost. In this book, it explains more on how you have to leave your humanity behind. You have to seek knowledge. You have to seek knowledge of your higher self, occult knowledge, things available for you now. Because if you don't, this book explains how you are gonna have to come back. It's like you only have to learn all these things in this 3D realm. So you're going to need a new body to come back and learn what I'm trying to teach you now, or what I'm telling you to do research also, to read all these books I'm sharing and I will share. So that you also can raise yourself, so that you can be aware of all this and be ready for the day you die. Be ready for the day you die. That is what is certain for everybody. So when you read this book, you're going to understand how like attract like in the higher realms of existence, which is why you have to learn, you have to study, you have to practice, and you have to see results. Okay? We're going to look at this book called Elements Encyclopedia of Secret Signs and Symbol. Elements Encyclopedia of Secret Signs and Symbol by Adele Nozeda. Adele Nozeda. So, in this book, I'm going to read they have different, the shapes, meaning of shapes, signs, fruits, clothes, all these things you see in your daily life have deeper esoteric meaning, which if you don't study, you will never know. And this is not a good thing. To be ignorant is something that is like a sin to you and your soul, and to your improvement and your enlightenment. Remember, I was explaining about the sun and the dot, the black sun we have in us. Okay, so in this book, I'm going to read a few meaning of some symbols here, like the meaning of dot symbol. It says, a dot might seem to be an unassuming little thing, the first mark on the pristine sheet of paper. In this case, the dot is a beginning, but see what just happened there. The dot, an essential component in the structure of the sentence, closed it, making it a symbol of ending. Therefore, the dot is both an origination and a conclusion, encompassing all the possibilities of the universe within it, a seed full of potential, and a symbol of the Supreme Being. Remember how I said your soul is the black dot in you, and the sun out there is the same thing, is as within, so without. So within you, you have your soul, which is the black sun, the black dot, and out there is this physical sun you can see. So now you can see that the dot, the black dot, the dot is also a symbol of the supreme being, the supreme being. I also told you the sun. You see, the sun is just that round. It can also be a dot circle. It can also be a round circle. It's just a symbol. It means the same thing. It can mean the same thing. It can mean different things, but it's also talking about supreme being, the creator, creation, just like I told you in the beginning of the teaching. So everything is just signs and symbol that means something you're supposed to decode inwardly. Because if you don't try to know the meaning of this sun, the hidden meaning of it, that it translates to you, your soul inward, you will see that you just continue looking at the sun as just normal thing every day in your life, and it has a deeper meaning. Because the representation of that sun on the astral plane is the demiurge, the creator of this physical realm. which the astral plane is just an extension of Earth. So you see that it's still part of Earth also, because if Earth ceases to be, the astral plane ceases to be. If the astral plane ceases to be, Earth ceases to be. So I want you to understand. I hope you're understanding, the few people that will understand what I'm saying, because this, what I'm saying, is not for everybody. It's for those with soul that are conscious, or want to be conscious, or want to be enlightened, that are confused, that don't really understand what is going on, but they know they are not just, they just want knowledge of something higher than what they see every time. This is for them. And I know when you go and read all these books on your own, you will have more understanding. Your soul will wake up more. You read this with your mind. Your subconscious mind will wake up, and you will see results. As time goes on, you will see results. You will be happy that some things that you don't know, you now know them. That then you can use it for yourself, for your everyday life, and better yourself and others around you, and prepare your mind for the day when you leave this physical body, when you die. Remember, I told you, everything you know, all your experience, you retain them when you die in your spirit body. There's three sides of you: your spirit body, your physical body, and your soul. The Egyptians call it the ba, and the ka. The ba and the ka. Your soul and your spirit and your body. So there are three sides to you: your spirit body, your physical body, and your soul. So when you die, your body remains on this plane, on this earth, and your spirit body continues with your soul. So when you die, you retain all your experience and all your knowledge, everything you have learned. That is why it's important to listen and to learn about your higher self and all this hidden knowledge scattered in thousands of books that are available now, and the ones that are not available. But all these books and all this knowledge that great occult teachers, great Bobby Hemmett, great Brother Panic, and the rest of them has been teaching for all these years. When you go listen to all these videos and to what I'm teaching and to the books I'm giving out and the books and all these things, when you die, you retain all this knowledge with you. You carry everything with you, because you're already studying about that realm you are going to, but you are not there yet. Because you are studying about the realm now, when you die, when you get there, you will not be, nothing will surprise you again. It will not be new to you, because even from this 3D, from this body, you can astral travel, you can lucid dream, you can visit all those realms. So you know that this realm are existing already. You already visit in your dream through astral travel and all these exercises that you are already, you know now, because of reading all these books now. So when you die and you wake up in that realm, you already know, there's nothing, you know all these things already, you retain that, all this knowledge. It will help you move forward to the other plane of existence, to other realm. I will share more about all this knowledge and all other books. There's a lot of books and more knowledge in all other teaching, all other videos. But let me not drift away from the symbol teaching I'm talking about. So, about the dots. Says a seed full of potential. The black dot also represents a seed, a black seed, black dot, your soul, full of potential. And a symbol of the supreme being. Even in the Bible, it is written that ye are God. So you are God, because the sun is the symbol of the creator and the creation of this universe. You have a black sun in you, which the Egyptians call Amun-Ra, the hidden sun, which is you, the real you. You are not this flesh, you are not this body. Now that real you, here it's saying, is a symbol for the supreme being, which you are also. You are also a supreme being. You are God. You are generator, operator, and destroyer. God. The dot is the point of creation. For example, the place where the arm of the cross intersects. The dot is also called the bindu, which means drop. The bindu is a symbol of the absolute, marked on the forehead as the position of the third eye, in the place believed to be the seat of the soul. You see what I explained to you earlier about raising yourself, raising your soul from your root chakra to here, your crown chakra. You must make sure you die and your soul is already raised, sitting here on the crown chakra. If you die, your soul is in the root chakra here. You are going to come back here, because the first three chakra symbolize your humanity and all this. It shows that you are still into this. You've never transcend to the heart chakra, to the crown chakra. You did not do the work. And in this book, you can see that close to the third eye is the seat of the soul. Is where you must raise your soul. You must be enlightened. The crown chakra. You must become the Obatala. You must become the Great White Brotherhood. You must become the Osiris. You must become the Shangos. You must become the Olorun. You must become all these things they have made you worship outside yourself for all these aeons. You must become them in this Horus aeon now. In this Kali Yuga age. You must become them. Because you are them. You spent all this aeon worshiping the mother, worshiping the great mother, worshiping great father, worshiping also the Osiris, worshiping Isis. Now, the soul that has no gender, that is not a man and not a woman, that has gone through all this creation, all these things for all these aeons, millions of years, must rise above humanity, rise above male, female, getting birth, doing this, rise above earth, humanity, everything, and transcend back to the realm of light, to the highest realm, the quantum realm of the dwarf. We must transcend back, but we must raise ourselves first in this 3D, because this is what we come down here to do in the first place. The presence of the dot within a symbol can signify the presence of something else. You see, just like the symbol of Jesus, of the cross, and the little dots, or Jesus carrying the heart chakra is the dot, is the soul, is the symbol. The presence of the dot within a symbol can signify the presence of something else. A dot in the center of the Star of David marks the Star of David, or fifth element, marks the quintessences or fifth element. It also acts as reminder of the concept of space. The decorated dots that surrounded the doorway of Eastern temples are not merely ornamental device, but have significance relevant to the worshippers. Dots frequently appear in this way, acting as a sort of shorthand for the tenets of faith. In the Jain symbol, for example, the dots stand for the three Jews of Jainism. The dots in each half of the yin-yang symbol unify the two halves. One dot in yin, the other in yang. Together, They demonstrate the interdependence of opposing forces, polarity. So you can get the book. The book explains a lot of elements, encyclopedia of secret science and symbol. The ultimate A to Z guide for alchemy, from alchemy to zodiac, by Adele Nozeda. I want you to get this book and study it about all the symbols and signs so that you can understand and understand it. So when you see all these symbols around you, when you see them, you know the physical meaning and the inward meaning, the outward meaning, the spiritual meaning and the physical meaning to all these things. It will really help. It will really help us in these last days and this end time. I'm gonna read one more meaning of the symbol I was explaining earlier. Let me check. Let me see. Everything is here, even the symbol of Baphomet, the meaning, the true meaning. You know, you can just get this book and okay. Let us read about the black sun, the inner sun I spoke of. Alchemists and Hermetists believe that there are two suns. One of the pure philosophical gold, and that implies the highest attainment of spirits. Let me read it again. Alchemists and Hermeticists believe that there are two suns, one of pure philosophical gold that implies the highest attainment of the spirits, and the other of the baser material gold. So you see the physical sun and the inner sun, material gold and the philosophical gold. You see, the black sun is the symbol of this highest attainment of spirits. That's this philosophical gold. Why? The black sun is the symbol of this philosophical gold, which is another form of sun, and symbolizes the unworked primer. Remember I say your soul, your inner sun is a primordial, is a primer. It predates this physical one. So it says it symbolizes the unworked primal matter that needs to be developed. So you see, by studying all this higher knowledge, by studying all these books, by going inward, you are developing that primer, that primordial substance that is unworked, that needs to be developed in this body, in this realm, in this lowest form, this 3D, where you have to use your 5 senses. Because you know now, when you leave this body and go to the other realm, you use your mind and your thoughts to create. Whatever thing you think socially be, it comes to pass. So you have to master that in this 3D right now, in this human body. This is the test. This is what you chose to do. This is the whole meaning of all this humanity, all this existence, all this game. all this whatever illusion you call this universe, the lowest of the lowest, is to master, is to do what is impossible, which is use your mind, raise yourself, know all these things, wake up, no matter how the vibration has been lowered in this planet and all these things, still try to wake up and study and be conscious of it. Because you have to understand that during all these millions of years of reincarnation, they wipe, for every new time you get a new body, you reincarnate, you forget about your past life, you wipe your senses, your memory, that memory I told you retain after death. If you want to get a new body and reincarnate, they wipe that memory away, they wipe everything you know away. It's a new life where you are put into that baby body, that baby brain. Because remember, there's three sides of you: your physical body, your spirit body, and your soul. Your soul is the real you, the supreme being, the black dot is the real you. When you die, without knowing the Gnostic knowledge, esoteric, that occult knowledge of your physical self, spiritual self, if you don't know all these things, when you die, you will get a new body and lose that spirit body, but your soul will be the one to reincarnate in a new baby body, which is the black dot, which is you. Because if you don't reincarnate and you journey, your astral body will remain on the astral plane, while your soul will leave earth, will go, will journey. That is the real you, your soul. So all these other things are just avatar of you. You're just using that avatar to your soul have to be in that avatar to survive in that plane, in those low plane. Remember, even earth as a whole is still like a low plane also. It's like a low universe. Because coming from the real universe, the realm of light, the quantum realm, the parallel universe where we come from, the original universe, the Cyrus universe, coming from there to down to this earth, to the spiritual earth and the physical earth, is considered falling. It's considered falling. So you will lose your astral body to the creator of this physical realm in the astral plane, in the process of them giving you a new body. So when they give you a new body, they give your soul, which is that inner son, which is the creator, which is the supreme, because you did not develop, it is unworked, and you die without knowing, without developing, without doing nothing. You have to all keep coming back here, and there's a lot of distraction here. There's a lot of things, a lot of promises of a better future, a lot of distraction that will keep you from desire, that we want you to always desire here. We keep you from attaining knowledge of your higher self and make you to always desire here. That is what all these archons that work for the demiurge, all these rulers, whatever you want to call them, powers that be or whatever, it's just to keep you distracted from things like this. Because as soon as you become conscious of where you are and everything, you want to live. You want something higher. You want to live, as in you would not want here anymore. So you will not want here anymore. You want to live. That is why we have to really be serious with this shit now. Take this thing serious and study and open our eye and know what we are. Alright? In the same book, when you go to the next page, which is showing the symbol of a book, you see, for those that don't want to read, that don't like reading, this is the symbol of a book. And I'm just going to read. It might seem as though the book is such a commonplace object that it should not really have much significance as a secret symbol. However, this isn't the case. Take, for example, the High Priestess card in the Tarot. The priestess hold a book or scroll, half concealed within the fold of her robe. Here, the book symbolizes knowledge. You see, why we must read, why we must study, because book is not something new. It's something that is ancient, something that has been in existence for a long time. When we move from the era of passing knowledge through word speaking to the era of we now fall to where we have to now start writing and reading and all these things. So you see that the book have been important for a long time. It's just that a lot of people have just been ignorant of the kind of books they choose to read. In all their lifetime they have been reincarnating here. You understand? You cannot just read only school books and all these things. When you die, it means nothing. It means nothing. You can they don't you cannot get, there's no career where you are going, you can't get hired. So it means nothing on those plane of existence. It only means something in this physical reality. So why spend all your life learning things that when you die it means nothing to you? You can't take them, it's nothing. So you see, here the book symbolizes knowledge and hidden secrets. Hidden secrets. Hidden secrets. The book symbolizes knowledge and hidden secrets. In a wider sense, the book symbolizes the very universe itself. So you see why we as a race of people from the African continent, especially from the African continent and all other continents, we must start reading occult book, occult science, hidden knowledge, books on hidden knowledge. We must not focus on the Bible alone, because there are other books that have the complete version of the Bible, the other missing parts of the Bible that I'm going to share along the line. There are other books like that also. Gospel of Thomas and all other books are there. So you see, it's important that we start reading all these occult books that the white race have been studying for over 150 years before they start printing it out and putting it out like this. All these books used to cost a lot of thousands of dollars when it came out. But now we have the internet and all these things that can help us get all this book immediately. So we must start cultivating the art, we must start practicing, we must become readers, we must start studying hidden knowledge, our science. It's for us. They've translated it, they've studied it, they've seen that it's not for them. And in this aeon, we must study this hidden knowledge in this particular Kali Yuga age for us to be able to transcend humanity. Ashe. So I'm gonna be attaching more books and be bringing more information from the books I've studied, more topics, more teaching, and I just hope that my voice and my teaching will get to the right person, the right people, the right soul, the conscious ones, and those that also seek knowledge. And question the knowledge, question everything, but try to do research and become your own God, your own leader, your own master, because you have that inner sun in you, which represents supreme being, which shows you are a creator, you are a God also. You have to wake up. I know it might sound new or hard or something, but this is the truth. You have to cultivate the arts. You have to start reading. You have to start studying. You that can, you have to. So that when you die, you have the knowledge that transcends humanity and you can move on, because like attract like, the door, the realm, the highest realm will be open then. Only then will it be open. Only then will you know. Even from knowing from now, you already visit those dream and those plane of existence in your dream through astral travel, through lucid dream and all these exercises. A good book for astral traveling is, I just called the book not quite long, I'm going to call it again, Astral Travel by Galvin. Where's that book again? Astral Travel by Astral Travel, your guide to the secret of out of the body experiences by Gavin and Jovan Frost. You can get the book and study on your own. Don't let nobody be your leader, be your God. Don't worship anything outside of yourself. Don't worship anything, any deity, any God outside of yourself. In this last age, in these last days, that even the Bible talked about, that we are living in right now, you must be the God. You are the supreme being. You are the supreme creator. You are the leader. You are the leader, and you are the one that decides your destiny. It is you that will decide if you want to redo this humanity again, or if you want to transcend this humanity. Peace.